Ayo, what's up? It's your boy Lee Parker from Cloud Boulevard TV, and I'm out here with who?
No offense, man. Nkomunkulu, leader of the Zulu clan.
One time. Let's go.
I'm on a way, yeah. Shit ain't the same, yeah. Niggas ain't popping no fire, ain't the popular, but I got something to say, yeah. Most of the niggas I left behind, they ain't tryna give me a rose, yeah. Ironic, I left them in rows, yeah. I'm at the top all alone.
My dog.
What's happening, my guy? You good?
Nah, easy, bro. How does it feel to be on the other side?
Hey, man, it's not as cozy, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
Cozy. I feel out of control.
Yeah. So tell me, just to break the ice, like, what was your preparation to like this particular interview? What did you do this morning?
What did I do this morning?
Yeah.
Today was a busy day, so
Dog, the day is not even over, bro. Like, talking about it in past tense, but okay, cool.
the day is not over. But at the same time, it was like, usually I don't prepare, but when I wake up, I wake up super early.
What time do you wake up?
At 5,
That's
usually.
crazy.
I wake up at 5.
Yeah.
Pray.
Nah, shout out to everyone.
You know, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
Jesus boys worldwide. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
one time.
Don't.
Nah, no pressure.
Let me not drop the merch.
Yeah, no
Sales are going down. Man.
I can just put it on the side though.
Put it on the side. Yeah. Then most of the time it's like after that it depends what I do. 'Cause, yeah. Sometimes I work out. Sometimes I do work. But I try doing work as early as possible because I'm super lazy.
Yeah.
So the earlier I do it, the more I get done. But for today, like, I didn't do much in the morning. I was
feel
like,
you.
damn, I had to go to record and I had to vibe to other places before the recording.
I feel you.
I was more focused on that. And
Yeah.
it's a privilege, man. Like,
I feel
who would have thought I'd be sitting on the other side, man?
Nah, shout out, dog. You're welcome this time.
So I had to give it a little bit of focus. Not as much as I wish I could have, but just enough, man.
Dog, just
enough.
remember, nah, this is not an interview. You're not interviewing me, nah. It's the...
Oh, yeah, ish, man, ish.
I'm just giving you a heads up just before you get
Gangnam,
carried away. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you catch me there,
I
ish.
feel you. So like a lot of people don't really, not a lot of people, but like I'm assuming that there's people who are watching this particular episode and they don't really know what it entails and who you are.
Yeah.
Can you like kind of give us like a brief summary of who Nkomunkulu is?
Nkomunkulu is. Yeah, prefer offense. Nkomunkulu is.
Nah, I like that name, bro. Like I was probably gonna put it in the description.
In the description. Okay, offense / Nkomunkulu. Nkomunkulu comes from my dad.
Yeah.
It is his nickname. He has it on every shirt. So I was like,
So you're basically Junior.
yeah,
Nah, I feel
everything. Dog, if you check my bio, it's always Junior, man.
Yeah.
So I took that. But basically, offense is someone who, at this point now in life, is very rooted in God. Everything I do has to be based on God.
Yeah.
Someone who is creative. Like, my purpose, as I always say, is that I'm a creative at heart.
Yeah.
So regardless of what I'm doing, I'm always creating.
I feel you. Yeah.
And I'm someone who's really low key. Like, as much as I'm on the public eye in a sense, I have a podcast now.
Yeah.
I'm very hard to find in a sense.
Really?
Exclusive
boys, well,
not in a bad way.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm somebody who enjoys being at peace.
Yeah.
But more so now, I'm more outgoing because
Yeah.
it entails. But I'm someone who enjoys being at peace.
I feel you, dog.
And then
So I saw you had an interview with your mom.
with my mom.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that there were conversations that took place between your parents and you, like in terms of like starting the podcast. How did that like go? Can you please paint a picture for me?
About me starting the podcast. Actually, like, starting the podcast came about in matric, when we were in matric.
Yeah.
I remember I was watching WWE. Funny thing,
That's
I'm
so
a
far-fetched, but okay.
I'm a big fan of wrestling, man. To this day.
That's crazy.
To this day, dog, like, when I tell people I'm not gonna die as a child. Like, I'm gonna watch these things that I grew up on till. So, the story goes, I was watching WWE one day. It was like after a while without watching it.
Yeah.
When I was watching it, there's a commentator named Corey Graves.
Yeah.
So he kept talking about starting a podcast.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm starting a podcast. Do I interview wrestlers? So in my mind, I'm like, what's a podcast?
How old are you?
I was 18 in matric. Like, this
That's
was
crazy. So you didn't know what a podcast was in matric. Okay, but it was fairly a new thing. So
it was a new concept because if you look at MacG, also started in 2018.
Yeah, valid.
No one knew the idea of a podcast. Yeah. So when I got it, I was like, let me check it out. I have Spotify.
Yeah.
At the time, I think I was still free. Yeah, still free. I wasn't paying at the time.
You're premium now.
Yeah. Nah, I left it. I left that life, man. It's too hefty. But
I hear you, dog.
when I got there, I listened to the podcast for a while.
Yeah.
Because it was intriguing.
Yeah.
Then one day, out of the blue, I started listening to two podcasts.
Yeah.
I forgot the name. It was a hip hop podcast by this guy from the UK.
I was thinking Sharma. Yeah, that's not.
Now, like he's so obscure, like you wouldn't know him. He's an Indian guy who.
Oh yeah.
But the guests he would have on the podcast were very enlightening people. He'd have older people, like you know Kano, that guy acting on. What's that show?
Just tell you heads up. I don't know actors.
You don't know actors. I also don't know actors as much, but
yeah.
He would have guests there that were in the music game but quite old. Like very experienced.
Like behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, and even rappers who, like, let's say Middelburg, you started the Middelburg scene.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the influence it has now?
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Like the OGs.
The OGs.
Yeah.
Then, but the one that actually got me into the idea of podcasting was Guys Next Door.
Yeah.
It was 3 guys in their 30s who decided to start a podcast at the age of 30.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, to celebrate being 30.
Yeah.
They all had different fields. One was an actor.
Yeah.
One was behind the scenes. It was a A&R.
Yeah.
That one was a TV personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, man.
You don't have to be too uptight, you know.
Too uptight.
Yeah, be comfortable, dog. This is home.
You know, man, I feel at home already. Come.
Yeah.
So when I got there, when I started listening to it,
yeah,
I saw like a similarity to my friend group. At the time, it was 3 of us. Let me shout out names, Vuyo and Khoto.
Yeah.
So in my mind, they were the first people that came to mind. Like, oh, we can actually do this. Like, they 3 people in their 30s.
Yeah.
We are 3 people who just turned 18. We have a unique experience of being in high school and the year after high school. That was the initial plan. But the chance didn't take me serious. Not in a bad way.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
I thought you were just...
One thing I've learned in life, you need social proof.
Yeah.
People don't just take you serious without social proof.
I hear you.
Yeah, so as it was going...
Can I just ask? Sorry.
Yeah.
So since that particular thing happened, have you, like, if you want to do something, do you always vocalize it? Or have you, like, adopted the, what can I say? The tradition of moving in silence?
I prefer moving in silence.
Valid.
I prefer moving in silence. But I'm very open about certain things because now more than ever, I've realized the value of having a team.
Yeah.
You actually showed me that, you and Prosper.
Yeah, shout out. Dog.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Give me flowers. It's your interview, by the way. Like, I'm interviewing you, but
it's something, I learned it from you and Kunana.
Kunana,
Kunana.
Yeah.
So now on, like, I have partners now. Like, I work with people. At first, it was very tight because I tried working with people and it didn't end well. Yeah. So now it just got to a point where, like, I'm more open about things, but gradually about everything. Like, there's a lot I'm doing that I prefer just keeping in silence till I feel it's established. But I feel like it's operating at a sense of fear.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, so I'm trying to avoid
fear of failure.
Fear of failure, fear of judgment.
Valid.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get away from that. That's why I'm letting more people into my life and trying to build relationships and partnerships. Like,
I think one of the most important things, like, if you're gonna share something that's particular to your vision, you should ensure that the people that you are moving with have the same kind of a vision.
The same kind of vision,
and they're open-minded, not in the sense of, like, if your dream is too big for them, then they're gonna try and downsize you. You know what I mean? So
I agree with the open-mindedness part, but I was listening to a podcast called The Diary of a CEO. He had the CEO of Spotify.
Yeah.
And
I don't like that guy.
Yeah, you don't. Not of Spotify, man. I'm sorry, Shopify.
But now you know.
Yeah. You have beef music.
That guy is always making bad decisions, bro. But okay, it's fine.
But it's a system. Like, I'm intrigued by that because I enjoy the ecosystem. Like, as much as you hate him, the ecosystem works.
Hate is a strong word, bro.
Yeah, as much as you don't like him.
The
ecosystem. Like, I'm very intrigued on the ecosystem.
Yeah.
So, as long as the ecosystem works, he doesn't care with Billy and...
Yeah, it's not about us, bro. It's about him and, like, the profits at the end of the day.
Profits at the end of the day. But touching back on the Shopify CEO, he was like, most of the time when you start a business, try starting a business with somebody from a different field, not starting a business with somebody who's too similar to you.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
So you and I can't start a business.
we can, but
Yeah.
he always suggests that like
Yeah.
go to, let's say you're an art major, let me go to the lawyer,
Oh
because
yeah.
that's a skill I don't have yet.
No, that's valid.
Mm.
Then you start equipping.
Equipping.
Oh, that's dope.
Because he even said this. He's like, one advice he got from one of his mentors. Yeah, like, I wish I could keep this information for myself.
You wanna keep?
Yeah, dog.
Nah, don't
But
be enlightening us.
I have to share with the community.
Yeah, shout out.
One of the things he said is that one of his mentors told him, like, go study law.
Yeah.
And he had nothing to do. He said, from what he can get from the COO of Shopify, what he needs to be an entrepreneur, he needs to study law. And not to become a lawyer, but to understand how to become a CEO. Oh, yeah. Ish, man. Ish, man.
I hear you, dog.
You see, so, and he made an example of, you see, who's the former Apple CEO, the one who passed? God rest his soul.
I don't use iPhone.
Oh, shit, man. You one of those, man.
Yeah, I'm one of
But anyways.
You ops now.
But who's Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Steve Jobs studied a course on, I think it was telegraphy or something, telegram, something that was so far-fetched from computers and laptops.
Yeah.
But through the essence of what he studied, he created the iPhone. It's why we have iPhones to
Today,
this day.
yeah.
So his point was, always look outside of the box. Don't study music if you want to be a musician.
Yeah.
Rather go to law, study marketing, something that would add to your value
Yeah.
and your skill. Music is, if, for example, you're a musician, you already built the skill at some point,
Yeah,
and you
valid.
can build the skill because you're
There's just
passionate
certain
about it.
elements that need to be, I feel you, elevated.
Because, yeah, it's more of a business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's the small things that you add into the full circle that actually make you better. One more example from that guy, because that interview, it was like,
It was dope, nah?
man, it was like 15 minutes. 15
Really?
minutes. Dog,
15.
15 minutes. But
It
the
had
amount of
nuggets.
knowledge.
Nuggets on
Man.
for days. Yeah.
Because he said for him to learn about Shopify, he started his own store.
Yeah.
And as a hobby, he started a store within Shopify.
Yeah.
As a hobby, selling tea.
Shopify and Spotify, they go hand in hand.
No,
They
they're
don't.
two different companies.
That's crazy.
Shopify is like an e-commerce website
For selling stuff, nah?
for selling stuff.
Because
Yeah.
you know what the thing is? I recently checked on, what's this thing? On Spotify. And apparently you can link your Shopify. to
Shopify.
your, yeah.
Yeah, but they have different operating systems, different teams.
Yeah.
Shopify is mostly.
There has to be an alliance somewhere there.
But every company is connected, man.
Yeah.
If you look at TikTok, you can
Nah.
link your Facebook, you can
Nah,
link your
valid.
Instagram. So
Valid.
at some point, everything
There's
is
an
kind of
alliance,
connected.
yeah.
Yeah. But he said one thing. He started his own company within Shopify,
Yeah.
selling tea.
Tea, like
Yeah,
tea.
yeah, like different.
crazy.
So he said he did it as a hobby on like Sundays because his friend, he was drinking coffee during lockdown, and his friend wanted to take him out of the habit of drinking coffee.
Yeah.
So they ended up starting this tea business. And when it became a success, he said it taught him more about the features of his own company, Shopify, than he would ever learn as just the CEO and the owner of the company.
Yeah.
So entails, to get to the point of what it was, you always have to focus on skills outside of the main skill to
Yeah.
grow. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, shout out, bro. shout out. That was dope. That was dope.
I tried, dog.
So like running a podcast, how do you then determine who is fit to be like on an episode with Nkomunkulu?
Nkomunkulu.
Yeah.
Now I'm more selective. Like there was a time where like
Just everyone.
just everyone would hit me up. I'd
Take some
try.
of my horse.
Yeah.
Take some ice horse.
Dog.
Yeah, I
Because
feel you, dog.
I saw my platform as a community platform. Like
Yeah.
I cannot underestimate the growth of people because I am built by people.
Yeah,
Well,
valid.
but it got to my detriment.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of story. Like I think I told you when you were there at my house what happened to me over the past 3 months.
Yeah,
Baba.
yeah. Ooh.
So
My boy.
the fact that I was letting everyone
Something
in,
spiritual. Oh,
Dog,
my goodness,
yo.
bro, I hear you.
and that's what led me to God. So I'm really
Yeah.
thankful. But let me finish this. We will get to that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it entailed me where like I would open doors for everyone, and not everyone is for you.
Yeah.
Not everyone is for you, and
Some
not
people are against you, dog.
more than you think, my guy.
Bro.
More than you think. People like it's not even jealousy. It's just human nature. Like
Yeah.
I can't blame somebody. There's a quote I've heard.
Yeah.
Don't blame somebody for being themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone will try to protect themselves, and if they see you as competition, it's a form of protection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm more selective.
I'm glad we're not like that though.
Nah, dog. Me and you, and the funny thing is, like, we had beef for so long, dog.
Bro.
And I think it's because we're so similar.
Yeah.
Like,
in a way, yeah.
The
There's a lot of
conversations we
similarities.
have, dog, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the reason I hated this guy.
I feel
This
you,
guy
dog.
is me.
I feel not physically though.
Yeah.
I'm just-
Not like that. But
yeah, but like the mindset is very
the mindset,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that
Nah, shout out,
having
bro.
calls with you, because
Yeah.
I learn a lot.
I
and
learn a lot too, bro.
hopefully
Not
you
gonna
learn
lie.
a
Yeah,
lot
obviously,
too.
bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't answer them if I didn't learn anything. I'm not trying to give out information like that. I'm not a school, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what was I saying?
About like people.
People.
letting
So
in, yeah.
now, one thing they told me was that, like, I should trust in God. God will guide me towards
Yeah,
yes,
facts.
certain people, and I'm more selective now. Like, now I'm more willing to say no.
Yeah.
Because hey, dog,
Or people asked to be on the podcast.
more than you think, my guy.
That's
more than you
crazy.
think. But now I'm more willing to say no, and
Yeah.
as more as protection, because
Yeah.
I know what's out there. Because
Yeah.
I was super ignorant, my guy.
Remember how we were talking about like how you just let people into like your space, and there could be like some spiritual things happening, and that's like it's not like a place like your place of business, but it's more of like
Household.
comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
So you don't only put yourself at risk, but also
The family.
Oh my
Family.
goodness, bro.
The family. But you know what's the
hear
funny
you,
thing,
yeah.
dog? When we had that conversation afterwards,
That happened.
yeah, like
That's crazy.
we had this conversation Jan. Now, like we
We
had,
have it, Jan.
yeah, Jan. 'cause-
Now?
yeah,
Oh, I forgot. Bro.
early
I thought it
Jan.
was last year, bro.
Nah.
Yeah.
It was either if it was last year, it was December.
Late last year, yeah.
Because we had it, and every time when we were speaking, I kept thinking about that
Yeah.
situation because I only just found out what happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or it started making sense.
not because you told me
Yeah.
a couple of weeks beforehand, like they explained, oh, Utsi, this is what led me to.
Well, that's why you didn't want to tap into it.
That's why, like, I was kind of hesitant because
Nah, I hear you, dog.
I was still in pain.
sorry, bro.
I was still in pain, man.
Sorry, I was just looking out for you.
Nah, it's fine. I understood the advice, and I can't blame you for advice.
Yeah.
But I was still in pain, man. I
Yeah.
was still kind of hurt because I trust people. Like, one thing God has given me, like, I have so much trust.
yeah.
man. And I really judge. Like, I'm human, I judge, but I have so much trust and faith in humanity.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately,
yeah.
the world is not really doesn't reciprocate the same energy,
Exactly,
Yeah.
dog. And that's so scary, man. Like,
bro. This not how Zuluing boy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
and there's a verse where God says, like, that's why he takes his people young. And
Yeah.
I pray he doesn't. Like, God,
Yeah.
like, I want to live.
you still
This
wanna
life
cook
is good. I want to live. But,
So many the boy.
because the power of words, too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But touching upon that, it made me realize, I can serve the community, but let me serve them with knowledge instead, not by putting everyone on my platform and plugging everyone. Let me get people on my platform who would actually teach you something.
Yeah.
Even if the conversation is not as good, like
Yeah.
for example, my mom's conversation, that was her idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's dope.
dog, like,
At least I've a little apparently family. Yeah.
and that's the
You
other
know,
thing.
sometimes like they can take advantage because now you popping.
Yeah.
So,
And
Yeah.
even that, I think there's an episode that's gonna come out now, just to plug you, where I almost cried because of that same topic.
That's
It
crazy.
was with Litejo and
okay.
and Amani. Yeah,
Amani.
Yeah.
Both of them on the same thing.
yeah,
about
on
this?
the same thing.
We're interviewing both of them.
Now we
Oh,
were
someone
kind
was a
of
co-host.
Litejo, yeah. Then
Okay, cool.
Smiley was just there. Yeah,
Ah,
he's my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like low key helped me get through all of this, dog. Like
Nah, real.
the amount of conversations me and that bro would have late night, dog.
Yeah.
Like, he gave me a lot of time. That I didn't expect that because we were not as close, but
Yeah.
he
But
gave
through
me
the conversations,
Dog,
the
like-
relationship became solidified. Yeah.
the things he knows, man.
Yeah.
But at that conversation, I touched on that topic of like trying to protect people, like especially family, those who are closest to me. Because I'd always have that. Like, I'm not comfortable sharing my family with the world.
Real, bro. That's real. That's so real.
It's so real,
I
dog.
feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. I think same.
Same here, nah.
Same, bro.
But that's the other thing I seen. It was operating out of fear because
Yeah.
I can't control everything. And once I started letting control of that, it feels better now. Because I was thinking, dog, funny thing, I was thinking
Yeah.
about it this morning of like the things that destroy you are the things you're trying to protect yourself from.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of the time. So I try to protect myself from, like, I tried hiding the people I love from the world. And it destroyed me because you can't control everything somebody does.
Yeah.
So now I'm more willing to, okay, I'm not going to
can
put,
influence,
Yeah.
but you can't completely
I
control.
can't control.
Yeah.
And now I'm more willing to, okay, like I won't just put out my little sisters, be like, pull through on the pod, let's talk.
Yeah.
But I'm more willing to say, if they say, I want to create, I'm like, okay, how would you go about creating? Here's my advice. Here's what it would. I don't just shut it down because I know the value of creating now and
Yeah.
letting go.
It's a very sacred thing. I'm not going to lie, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's crazy, bro. I wanted you to cook some more.
Cook. Now we can cook.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this is probably going to be your longest episode.
I don't know how long is this. Nah, dog, we still have time.
We still have time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But so I've learned to let go more so.
Yeah.
But it's still a struggle because you get your little sister being like, "Aye, man, I want to do this." So, and sometimes is understanding the influence behind it. Like as small as your platform is, you have to understand the influence behind it.
Yeah.
So it's that thing. I have to teach them. It's not as easy out there.
Yeah.
Be careful. And sometimes you can.
Yeah, it looks easy when someone who's in close proximity does it. And then, they like the value of that particular thing kind of depreciates, in a way.
Dog, even when you used to edit for the channel, nah.
Yeah.
Like I think it's so easy,
why
dog.
Why are you telling people that?
No,
bro?
I need to plug your business, dog.
Okay, shout out.
Man, you're not letting me cook.
Nah, dog. I
was
think
about-
people probably know, but it's okay, though.
It's always nice to have it in there. Oh my god,
It's an ecosystem at the
it's
end.
an
of the day.
ecosystem.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everything works for everything.
Exactly.
Romans
exactly.
8 verse 28.
Real. Okay, dog. So tell me, bro. Like, since you say that the whole podcast theme of Bobby's came at the age of 18.
Oh, I didn't
that-
even finish the story.
Yeah,
Shit,
we
bro.
went. Yeah.
Yeah, we went south.
Yeah,
Then okay,
yeah.
after 18,
Like the conversation with the rents.
with the rents, my parents, like, I think I told my parents about the podcast when I bought the equipment. When the equipment arrived.
Oh, they didn't have a hand in that.
in the hand. Nah, they kind of had because
The money was theirs,
the money was theirs
but
because
they didn't know what you're going to use it for.
they didn't even know I took the money, dog.
That's crazy. You stole it?
I didn't steal it. It was in my account. Like, it was in my
you're
account.
holding it for them.
No, I didn't even know I was holding it. Like, I just found money in my account.
Yeah.
And I took what's this? Not a rational decision.
Yeah.
Is it unrational though? No.
It's fine.
Yeah,
they get it. Yeah.
I took a decision out of like, I saw this money and I wanted to buy this equipment. Impulsive decision, yeah. And the funny thing is, I think 7 months before that, this was after lockdown, just to clarify.
Yeah.
Because after matric, I didn't focus on the podcast too much. I just went on about life. Lockdown was, dog, like, I enjoyed lockdown, man.
Hi, dog, it did a number on me, bro. Yo, my boy, in terms of like being social and, being out there, even the way you dress and stuff like that. Because like every time you go out, I can show you dress a certain way. My mom that passion kind of, it did a number on me. But
For me, it was good. Like I was with the people I love.
Yeah.
I was gaming the whole time.
That's
I was
crazy.
sleeping late. I was gaining weight. Like I appreciate it more now with the way schedules are. Because I'm like, we don't get that time anymore.
Yeah.
Like I can't be up till like 3 anymore, unless I'm doing something.
Yeah.
But let me get off the tangent. It was 2021. I remember one day I was chilling. We were watching a movie. It was my grandma, R.I.P. God rest her soul.
Rest in peace.
And my sisters. We were watching a movie, and I was writing down how much the equipment cost. On a notepad. Yeah, I checked on I didn't have a laptop at the time. I didn't have
the mics.
I didn't have the mics. I didn't have anything.
On next.
But at the time, I wrote them down, and looking back at it, it was God's purpose because I went to rewrite,
For matric?
No, this was the year after matric. I rewrote my matric, it was matric, then the year after that. my matric marks were bad.
Yeah.
I actually failed matric.
That's crazy, bro.
Dog, yo.
That's crazy.
It's
But
the
you're
first
here
time
now, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's the first time I say it out loud.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I went
People
to rewrite.
probably didn't know.
Yeah, dog.
Only people who are close. But you're here now.
Even
dog.
people who were close, dog.
Yeah,
Like
they didn't know.
they didn't. So it was my family. It was
Must
like,
I peep it out?
nah. Like
Yeah.
I feel like knowledge has to be shared. My mom
Nah,
taught me
valid.
that. Yeah.
There's someone who's probably gonna learn from it. I mean, matrics are gonna get the results, and maybe
Yeah.
there's someone who's watching and they need that motivation
That motivation.
instead
And
of
like at this point, man, who judges or
Yeah, I
like,
feel you, dog.
it's my story. There's a reason why it
you
has
are
to.
who you are. Yeah, it made you who you are today.
It
Yeah,
made me who I am today. And
yeah.
I think afterwards, I rewrote again. I passed this time, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
So, after my rewrite, so my parents were telling me to go back, and I was very hesitant. I was fighting.
Like,
go
to rewrite again?
Yeah, like this time, full uniform, dog. Full uniform and go back.
That's crazy. That's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
I was gonna go to another school not far from here.
Yeah.
They had everything planned out because like my marks, I passed, but it wasn't as good as they wanted it to be.
Yeah,
And I fought, dog. Like I was looking for schools in Jersey,
yeah.
couldn't find anything. Then I landed on Boston. I don't even remember how I landed
Yo,
on
Boston's
Boston.
solid, bro.
Yeah, and it gave me probably one of the best years of my life.
Oh, you went to Boston?
Yeah, for a year. I
Nah,
did
shout
business
out, bro.
management.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Nah, this niggas is smart.
Yeah.
Niggas is smart. Niggas is really smart. That's
Hey
crazy.
man, you wouldn't know these things if.
Nah, I mean, I've had conversations with you. I know you're smart, but I just didn't know that you went to like
Boston.
Boston, you know,
Yeah.
because like I'm a fan of Boston. I couldn't go to Boston.
You couldn't go.
Yeah, I couldn't go.
Yeah.
Because you know.
Ish, man. It's a lot of things.
So,
like
yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
My background. Let's not even touch on that. But
I see where you're
yeah,
going.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, nah. It sounds kind of.
Yeah, nah, it's. I mean.
So
yeah. I hear you.
through that year, like I went to Boston. I convinced my dad.
Yeah.
I went to Boston, and it gave me a laptop. Like
Yeah. Oh, going to Boston gave you a
it
laptop.
gave me a laptop.
Nah, that's
yeah.
solid, bro.
I didn't think.
This nigga's smart.
No, like this is more showing the glory of God, like
Yeah.
how everything works for everything. Because
Real.
it gave me a laptop. I wrote these things down.
Yeah.
I needed a laptop. I didn't
Yeah.
have a laptop.
And landed because of Boston.
Yeah, landed because of Boston. I got a laptop now.
Yeah.
Then a couple of months later,
The mics.
I saw the money in my account. I
Yeah.
saw the money in my account. Like I always knew the money was there. Cause
So after buying the equipment with the money, like, do your rents then come back to you and be like, yo, you sent this much amount of money?
like I kind of knew I was in trouble because my mom went to the bank. I think 2 days before my
She
birthday.
has access to your card.
Yeah, I was still a youth,
Minor.
man.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
still a
that's
youth.
crazy, bro.
So she went to the bank, and I felt
How
in my
much was it,
soul.
bro?
Yeah, it was like 5K.
Oh,
5K.
you finished it?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I
that's
finished
crazy.
it.
That can't be mics alone, bro. There's no way.
Yeah?
Mics only.
No. Like the mics were the last decision out of all the
there's other
things.
things that you spent.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Because I was spending it irrationally. Then like something just came to me like, fuck, man, you're gonna blow this money without actually doing the thing you want to do.
Yeah.
Then I just went on Amazon and ordered the mics, the first mics I saw, not the first, but
Yeah.
the ones I thought that would look good.
Yeah.
Then
Nah, shout out, bro.
Shout out.
Your story is really inspiring, bro. Like, now that I think of it, like, you went through things, bro. Like, because when I comparison is not a good thing. I'm not glorifying comparison or anything, but I'm just saying, Uti, like, when I think of, like, how I came to, like, you know, do the whole Cloud Boulevard TV thing, I feel like it was much more of a smooth sailing thing because there was a background of music, and music kind of like forces you to do certain things. And so now when we get to the podcast, it becomes fairly easy.
it's something
Yeah,
given.
it's
Like
really
you have
easy.
the equipment.
Yeah.
But for me, like I went from a guy who barely spoke in high school. Like,
Yeah, that's facts. When you said to me that, yo, dog, I want you to come on my podcast, I'm like, that's crazy.
You didn't see it from
Yeah, I
me.
didn't see it, bro. Yeah.
Because even to be honest, the podcast we started recording a whole year before we actually released the first episode.
that's
We used to
crazy.
do it on Zoom.
Really?
Yeah, like
That's
because
crazy.
you remember Fatu, he was in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd record
came
with
back.
him. Now he's back.
Yeah,
now he's
yeah.
here. So
Yeah.
we'd do it off Zoom, man. And I think maybe that helped me to be more confident in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to ask and to kind of like enlighten maybe like the young kid who's watching this episode and is trying to start like a podcast, what would you say are the requirements in terms of like you as a person? What do you need? Where do you need to be, like in terms of your mindset, in order to start like a podcast? What skills and you know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? I'm not talking about equipment.
I got like mentally skills.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to answer because for me this is all God.
Yeah.
Because dog, I was quiet. I was very shy.
Real,
I was somebody who was
Real.
afraid. Like I was so afraid.
I feel like you were very selective in regards to who gets like a mouthful.
A mouthful.
Yeah.
And that was out of fear.
Yeah.
That was not me. It was not me.
Yeah.
It was out of fear because, like, it was, you remember, but you were there, dog.
Yeah, I was
the
there,
bullying and everything. About, like, it
got me there, dog.
yeah, dog. Hey, dog.
Yeah.
You were there too. So,
Yeah,
I'm
I've had
coach,
it, bro.
my guy. I'm coach. But I forgive. Don't worry.
No, shut up, bro.
But it put me in a shell.
Yeah,
And I couldn't let go of the shell. So that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me because if it wasn't for God, I don't think I'd be podcasting
Yeah.
at all, man.
Yeah.
But the skills I've learned so far is that you have to learn to listen.
Learn
To listen.
or to listen to people, yeah?
To people. And I'd say learn to listen not just on the podcast, in your personal life too. Like, actually, because one thing as creatives I notice, we give everyone else our energy and not give the people we love the same type of energy.
My boy, I'm gonna clip that. You see that part? I'm gonna clip it, bro, and I'm gonna use it for promo.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah.
But even me, like I got it somewhere, nah, and I didn't believe it when I first heard it.
I feel like it takes time for you to process something like that.
And I had to learn it. Like the more, the last 3 months, man, showed me a different side of life. And I realized, Duty, as much as I can be friendly with you, when you come on a podcast, I'm energetic, dog. I'm giving you my time.
Yeah, but it's like two different personas, and I'm like, where does this guy get this from, bro?
I'm giving you my time. Then
Yeah.
I'm speaking to my girl. I'm low energy. I'm not giving her the type of presence. I'm speaking to my sisters. I'm not.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. And I realized that to balance in life, you have to give everyone everything, man. Cause we don't see the effects of it because we're creatives. You're trying to create. When you create, you're always at your best. I could be tired, though. You could get to my house in Alalang. Or what? For example, Sandile, when we shot his interview, dog.
Sandile SN.
Yeah, SN. I didn't want to do anything, dog. Like that day.
You're being honest now. Did you tell him?
Yeah, I told him. Like I told him, dog, I wish you didn't. I will come. Not in a bad way. It's like my energy was not on the right spot.
I feel you.
And that happened a lot. Even Flago's episode. Flago even noticed it.
The second one.
Yeah, the second one. He called me out of it and was like, dog, you're not good.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. So even though I was in that bad state, when I got near the camera, mic, I'm back. We're talking now. We're having a conversation. So, but realize this is more advice out of pain. Like, learn to give everyone your energy. Like, don't just, especially as a creative, don't just try and create and leave everyone.
Put a facade,
Besides a facade, everyone puts a facade at some point. But learn to give the same amount of energy you give to people who don't care about you, to the people you love. Because they're the ones who are going to be there. Like, my sisters deal with me every day. Like, when I'm gone here, tell them, I
feel you.
Yeah, you won't think about me anymore, man.
Now, says who, dog?
Dog, just an example, but yeah.
Yeah, dog. So I want you to, this is a little tradition that I do. I mean, Cloud Boulevard TV is like a whole ecosystem, and I haven't been on camera in a while, so they haven't carried my traditions. So
man.
I want you to look at the camera and speak to your future self and say, this is where I am. Like the stuff that you have achieved, maybe 5 months from now, 6 months from now.
I can't.
You can't?
Yeah, because it's back to moving in private.
Oh.
It's back to moving in private. But
I mean, it could be surface level.
Surface level, yeah.
You know,
but
I want to be the biggest podcaster, you know.
man. Like, not to brag.
Yeah.
I'm just playing, man.
Nah, but real, bro, you're doing things, bro. And I'm really, really, really proud of you because I was there to witness everything unfold, bro.
Unfold, man.
Like from shooting upstairs there by that mess and going downstairs to a more cleaner look. Like I'm really proud.
Shout
of
out to Milky, like honestly, shout out to Milky, because he's the one who suggested the couch. I was very reluctant to move down to the couch because I was like, the sound is gonna be bad. There's no audio. I'm like, but he was like, nah, dog, let's shoot it downstairs.
Yeah.
And once I started,
you saw the vision.
Yeah, I saw the vision.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think we have to end it because
yeah, I feel you, dog.
We have to end it. But hey, man, one thing I can say is, man, to my future self, trust God, man. Just learn to trust God fully, and everything will fall into place, man.
Yeah.
Nothing is too hard for our God, man. Honestly.
Yeah. Nah, shout out, bro. Shout out.
True faith, and then. If anything happens, like I'll pull through. If I'm the biggest podcast in 5 months, I will pull through and actually come and tell you, hey guys, I might not have said it. I might not have used words.
Yeah, but I feel you. Can you please drop your socials, bro, before we end this off?
Socials.
Yeah.
On the gram, it's Nkomunkulu.
It's gonna appear right here.
Ish. Editing skills, man. Sophia, nah,
nah. Come anytime for lessons.
Yeah,
I'll put you on.
But we done, yo.
Damn,
okay. Yeah.
Socials.
On the gram, it's Nkomunkulu, leader of the Zulu clan as always. Check the Social Guide pod. I think it's clearly the Social Guide pod.
Yeah.
We're on TikTok too. Yeah, Social Guide pod. Nah, like I'm
thinking. 07. I'm just playing, bro. I'll put your number there.
Ish, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, then what else, man? Like we check out the YouTube channel. Please subscribe, man. Yeah, I'm still on a bit. Me and Amani have a bit.
1,000.
1,000. It's 2, dog. The stakes is 2, dog.
Must I join you?
Nah. Funa si share. Nah. But on Facebook, I don't really plug my Facebook because it's personal. But you can check me out. Check out the Social Guide Facebook.
Yeah.
And YouTube, Spotify. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. We're on Google Podcasts.
Yeah, nah, shout out, bro. You're making moves, bro. All glory goes to God. For real.
God is good all the time.
Touch my blood before we dip, dog.
All the time, God is good, man.
Yeah. That was another amazing episode of KlautKorner with the one and only Nkomunkulu from the Social Guide podcast.
You know.
We'll see you on another episode with another amazing creative.
And as plug it, dog. You know, last time you came,
dog.
Pluggy mesh. I thought we were gonna do it.
Dog, you
go
can't,
back
dog.
to the past.
The new level. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Easy, dog. It's on you, man. The Zulu, man.
Yeah. The Zulu. Hey,
Kabyam. What's up? Petit,
don't be weird.
Hamba ngemalini le mfethu?
150
mfethu.
I'm doing it. Ikhala kahle phela lezi. Kabyam Nkomunkulu. Shout out, bro.
Always, man. And those are the moments I actually enjoy, man.
Yeah, nah, shout
but
out, bro.
Let me not take too much of your time.
I'm on the way, shit ain't the same, niggas ain't popping no fire at the popular, but I got something to say, Most of the niggas I left behind, they ain't tryna give me a rose, I run like I left them in rows, I'm at the top all alone.